Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a movie go through 3 different genres in the 3 different acts that it has. Passengers. So Passengers is a brand new sci-fi, romance, drama, thriller movie starring Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. And in this movie, a spaceship filled with over 5,000 passengers and crew members is on its way to a new Earth, which takes 120 years, but an incident occurs which wakes up Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence's character 90 years too early. But not only that, while they're awake, something seems to be going wrong with the ship, the systems are starting to fail, and these two are left to try and solve it, figure everything out and fix it before everyone on the ship dies. And as I said in my intro, this movie does cover 3 basic movie genres in the 3 separate acts that it does have. The first act is quite an isolated thriller with just Chris Pratt because it focuses more on his character than it does anyone else's. He's the first person to wake up, he's the first person to discover that he has woken up 90 years too soon, and it follows what's going on in his head as he tries to figure this out and what he's going to do. However, this is when Jennifer Lawrence comes into this movie and it turns into a romance. They both start to get along, they both build a relationship, and then by the final act it becomes a thriller because shit's going wrong with the ship and it could result in everyone on the ship dying. And there's the 3 acts laid out for you. That's basically the overall plot without revealing too much about this movie. The first thing I liked about this movie is Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence both do a great job of carrying this movie. Chris Pratt more so I enjoyed in this movie. I feel like his character had more depth, he was more well fleshed out than Jennifer Lawrence's character was. Although Jennifer Lawrence's character had these dreams, she had her whole journey planned out from going there and even back to the original Earth. I felt like we could connect more with Chris Pratt's character than hers. And what also helped this movie is the writing for this movie made these characters very realistic, very believable. That in this situation that they're in, they're doing things that you yourself would do, or at least I would do anyway. And it even comes to one point where Chris Pratt is faced with a dilemma whether he should do something or shouldn't do it. I really liked that aspect of the movie, but I can't go into detail about that due to spoilers. The directing and visuals are really good for this movie, but the main issue I have with it is the 3-act structure being like 3 different genres. First you have the Chris Pratt section, which I thought was really interesting. It was great getting to know his character, getting more in depth about him and what he'll do in this situation. Then we get the romance part in the second act, which although I do love Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt and they both had great chemistry together on screen, I didn't really feel like it was the most important part of this movie. And to be honest, I could see this movie working if Jennifer Lawrence wasn't in there. If this movie had just been Chris Pratt and basically like a Castaway type movie but in space, I could have seen this movie being a lot more interesting, a lot more tense, a lot more thrilling. Although I like both those actors and they did have good chemistry together, that is just my personal take on that part of the movie. The final act does pick up again. There is a lot of tension in those last moments where you really feel like these characters are in peril. You're on the edge of your seat as all this stuff is starting to unfold. And I have to say, as a whole, this movie is really entertaining. Although there are only 2 characters and the bartender, who was also really good in this movie. I can't remember the actor's name, unfortunately. I really liked his character. He brought the majority of the comic relief in this movie. But as I said, it is just basically these 2 characters, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, who both do an incredible job of carrying this movie. It's well directed, well acted, fairly well written apart from the whole genre mix-up. And the visuals actually look really good. I was expecting them to look really crappy for when I saw the trailer. I was actually really impressed with it. And so, for all of that, I'm going to give Passengers 4 stars. So, Passengers, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks as always for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video.